Welcome to Prophets of Babel with your host, Janine, as we continue with the book of Joseph, chapters 11 through 20.
Chapter 11, Israel in Egypt. And it came to pass that just as famine did fall upon the land of Egypt, so too did famine fall upon the lands of Jacob. And the sons of Jacob said among themselves, We have little to eat, wherefore shall we suffer ourselves to perish with hunger in this place which has been forsaken by Yahweh? And thus did they murmur against Yahweh their Elohim. And it came to pass that when Jacob saw that there was grain in Egypt, Jacob said unto his sons, Why do ye look one upon another? And Jacob said unto his sons, Behold, I have heard that there is grain in Egypt. Make haste and go down into Egypt, for there must be a ruler among the Egyptians full of wisdom and knowledge of Ha Elohim. Pray perhaps that he shall have mercy on your souls and shall sell grain unto you, that we live and not perish. This Yahweh hath provided. Therefore get you down thither, and buy for us from thence, that we may live and not die. And it came to pass that 10 of the brethren of Joseph went down to buy grain in Egypt. But Benjamin, the younger brother of Joseph, Jacob sent not with his brethren, for Jacob was troubled, lest some mischief befall his youngest son. And it came to pass that the sons of Jacob came to buy grain among those that came, for the famine was in the land of Canaan. And Joseph, being the ruler over the land, was he that sold to all the people of the land. And it came to pass that the brethren of Joseph came and bowed themselves down before him with their faces to the earth. And Joseph saw his brethren, and he knew them, but made himself strange unto them, and spoke roughly unto them, and said unto them, Whence come ye? And they said, From the land of Canaan, to buy food. And Joseph knew his brethren, but they knew not him. And Joseph remembered the dreams which he had dreamed of them, and said unto them, Ye are spies, to see the nakedness of the land ye are come. And they said unto him, Nay, my lord, but to buy food are thy servants come. We are all the sons of one man. We are true men. Thy servants are no spies. And he said unto them, Nay, but to see the nakedness of the land ye come, into which ye are come. And they said, Thy servants are 12 brethren, the sons of one man in the land of Canaan. And behold, the youngest is this day with our father, and one is not. And Joseph said unto them, That is it that I spoke unto you, saying, Ye are spies. Hereby ye shall be proved by the life of Pharaoh. Ye shall not go forth hence, except your youngest brother come hither. Send one of you, and let him fetch your brother, and ye shall be kept in prison, that your words may be proved, whether they be any truth in you, or else by the life of Pharaoh, surely ye are spies. And he put them all into prison for 3 days. And it came to pass on the 3rd day that Joseph came unto them, saying, This do and live, for I fear Ha Elohim. If ye be honest men, let one of your brethren be bound in the house of your prison. Go ye, carry grain for the famine of your houses, but bring your youngest brother unto me, so shall your words be verified, and ye shall not die. And it came to pass that they did so. And they said one to another, We are very guilty concerning our brother Joseph, in that we saw the anguish of his soul when he besought us, and we would not hear. Therefore is this distress come upon us. And Reuben answered them, saying, Spake I not unto you, saying, Do not sin against the child? And ye would not hear. Therefore, behold, also his blood is required. And they knew not that Joseph understood them, for he spoke unto them by an interpreter. And Joseph turned himself about from them and wept, and returned to them again, and communed with them, and took from them Simeon, and bound him before their eyes. Then Joseph commanded his men to fill their sacks with grain, and to restore every man his money into his sack, and to give them provision for the way. And thus did he unto them. And they laded their asses with the grain and departed thence. And it came to pass that as one of them opened his sack to give his ass fodder in the inn, he espied his money. For behold, it was in the mouth of the sack. And thus he said unto his brethren, My money is restored, and lo, it is even in my sack. And their hearts failed them, and they were afraid, saying one to another, What is this that Ha Elohim hath done unto us? Chapter 12, Brothers United. And it came to pass that they came to Jacob their father unto the land of Canaan, and told them all that befell unto them, saying, The man Zephnaphani, who is the Lord of the land, spoke roughly to us, and took us for spies of the country. And we said unto him, We are true men, we are no spies. We be 12 brethren, sons of one father, one is not. And the youngest is this day with our father in the land of Canaan. And Zephnaphani, the Lord of the country, said unto us, Hereby shall I know that ye are true men. Leave one of your brethren here with me, and take food for the famine of your households, and be gone. And bring your youngest brother unto me. Then shall I know that ye are no spies, but that ye are true men. So will I deliver you your brother, and ye shall traffic in the land. And it came to pass, as they emptied their sacks, that behold, the bundle of money of every man was in his sack. And when both they and their father saw the bundles of money, they were afraid. In the notes it says, in the ancient world, the heart was understood to be the inner part, referring to one's will, mind, consciousness, emotions, and understanding, one's moral character and determination, the place of knowledge, memory, and reflection. Verse 6, And Jacob their father said unto them, Ye have bereaved of my sons. Joseph is not, and Simeon is not, and you will take Benjamin away? All these things are against me. And Reuben spoke unto his father, saying, Slay my 2 sons, if I bring him not to thee. Deliver him into my hand, and I will bring him to thee again. Wow. And Jacob said, My son shall not go down with you, for his brother is dead, and he is left alone. If mischief befall him by the way in the which you go, then shall ye bring down my gray hairs with sorrow to the grave. And it came to pass that the famine was sore in all the lands. And when the house of Jacob had eaten up the grains which they had brought out of Egypt, their father said unto them, Go again, buy us a little food. And Judah spoke unto him, saying, The man did solemnly protest unto us, saying, You shall not see my face, except your brother be with you. Therefore, if you will send our brother with us, we will go down and buy thee food. But if thou wilt not send him, we will not go down. For the man said unto us, Ye shall not see my face, except your brother be with you. And Jacob said, Wherefore dealt ye so ill with me, as to tell the man whether ye had a brother? And they said, The man Zephnaphani asked us straightly of our state and of our kindred, saying, Is your father yet alive? Have ye another brother? And we told him according to the tenor of these words. Could we certainly know that he would say, Bring your brother down? And Judah said unto Jacob, his father, Send the lad with me, and we will arise and go, that we may live and not die, both we and thou, and also our little ones. I will be surety for him. Of my hand thou shalt require him. If I bring him not unto thee, and set him before thee, then let me bear the blame forever. And except we had lingered, surely now we had returned the second time. And their father Jacob said unto them, If it must be so now, do this. Take of the best fruits in the land in your vessels, and carry down the man a present, a little balm, and a little honey, spices, and myrrh, nuts and almonds, and take double money in your hand, and the money that was brought again in the mouth of your sacks, carry it again in your hand. Peradventure it was an oversight. Take also your brother, and arise, go again unto the man, and Elohim Shaddai give you mercy before the man, that he may send away your other brother and Benjamin. If I be bereaved of my children, I am bereaved. And it came to pass that the men took that present, and they took double money in their hand and Benjamin, and rose up and went down to Egypt and stood before Joseph. And when Joseph saw Benjamin with him, he said to the ruler of his house, bring these men home and slay, and make ready, for these men shall dine with me at noon. And the man did as Joseph bade, and the man brought the men into the house of Joseph. And the men were afraid, because they were brought into the house of Joseph. And the sons of Jacob said, because of the money that was returned in our sacks, at the first time are we brought in, that he may seek occasion against us, and fall upon us, and take us for bondsmen, and our asses. And they came near to the steward of the house of Joseph, and they communed with him at the door of the house, and said, O sir, we came indeed down at the first time to buy food. And it came to pass, when we came to the inn, that we opened our sacks, and beheld every man's money was in the mouth of his sack, our money in full weight, and we have brought it again into our hand. And other money have we brought down in our hands to buy food. We cannot tell who put the money in our sacks. And the servant of Joseph said, peace be to you, fear not, your Elohim, and the Elohim of thy father hath given you treasure in your sacks. I had your money, and he brought Simeon out unto them. And the man brought the men into the house of Joseph, and gave them water, and they washed their feet, and he gave food to their donkeys, and they made ready the gifts of Joseph to come at noon, for they heard that they should eat bread there. And it came to pass that when Joseph came home, they brought him the gifts which was in their hand into the house, and bowed themselves to him to the earth. And he asked them of their welfare, and said, is your father well, the old man of whom you spake? Is he yet alive? And they answered, thy servant, our father, is in good health. He is yet alive. And they bowed down their heads, and made to honor Joseph. And Joseph lifted up his eyes, and saw his brother Benjamin, the son of his own mother, and said, is this your younger brother, of whom ye spake unto me? And Joseph made haste, for his bowels did yearn upon his brother, and he sought where to weep. And he entered into his chamber, and wept there. And he washed his face, and went out, and reframed himself, and said, set on bread. And they set on for him by himself, and for them by themselves, and for the Egyptians which did eat with him by themselves, because the Egyptians might not eat bread with the Hebrews, for that is an abomination unto the Egyptians. And they sat before him the firstborn according to his birthright, and the youngest according to his youth. And the men marveled one to another. And Joseph took and sent food unto them from his own table. But Benjamin's portion was 5 times so much as any of theirs, and they drank and were merry with him. So as the brothers sat by age, something they did not expect the Egyptians to know. Chapter 13, the pit. And it came to pass that the following day Joseph did command the steward of his house, saying, fill the sacks of them with food, as many as they can carry, and put every man's money in the mouth of his sack, and put my cup, the silver cup, in that I use to see, in the mouth of the youngest man's sack, and there all the money given us for the grain. And the steward of the house of Joseph did according to the word that Joseph had spoken. And it came to pass that as soon as the morning was light, the men readied themselves for their journey back unto the house of their father Jacob. And knowing not that Joseph could speak their tongue, Judah said unto his brethren, Surely this man is mad. Therefore let us go now before he resents his kindness. And his brothers were all in agreement, all but Benjamin, who did feel a longing for this man, knowing not that Joseph too was a son of Rachel, yet he hearkened unto his brethren. And Joseph came unto Benjamin, and speaking in the tongue of the Egyptians, he placed his hand upon the head of his brother, saying, El Elyon, be gracious unto thee, my brother. But the sons of Jacob knew not what Joseph said, yet they thanked him and were sent away, they and their asses. And when they were gone out of the city, and not yet far off, Joseph said unto his steward, Follow up after these men, and when thou dost overtake them, say unto them, Wherefore have ye rewarded evil for good? Is not this the cup whereby my Lord seeth with? And indeed, in which he divineth? Ye have done evil in so doing. Seeth. Joseph was a seer of the Lord and may have gained visions from God through the reflections of the cup, or reflections from the liquid in the cup. It may also have been used for libations to God when requesting visions. And it came to pass that the steward of Joseph and his men did quickly overtake them. And he spake unto them the very words his master Joseph had given him. And the brothers of Joseph said unto the steward, Wherefore saith my Lord these words? Far be it that thy servants should do according to this thing. Behold, the money which we found in the mouths of our sacks we brought again unto thee out of the land of Canaan. How then should we steal out of the house of thy Lord silver or gold? With whomsoever of thy servants it be found, both let him die. And we also will be my Lord's bondmen, even for the rest of our days. And the steward of the house of Joseph said, Now also let it be even according to your words, except that he with whom it is found shall be my servant, and ye shall be blameless. Then they speedily took down every man his sack to the ground and opened them. And the steward of the house of Joseph searched and began at the eldest and left at the youngest. And so it was that the cup was found in the sack of Benjamin. And the steward of the house of Joseph spake again, saying, Thinkest that ye didst know better than my master? For he doth see all, and he did even know that this famine should come. Wherefore think ye that he would not know even this, and that ye should fool him twice? And this he spake, even as Joseph had instructed, and all the sons of Jacob but Benjamin were afraid, that should they be made slaves, even as they had sold their brother Joseph. And they murmured that it was even as their father Jacob had feared, that Benjamin should fall into some mischief. And they did rent their clothes, and laded every man his ass, and returned to the city, being overseen by the steward of the house of Joseph and his army. And Benjamin went with them also, yet he was not troubled, for he knew. Chapter 14, the revelation of Joseph. And it came to pass that Judah and his brethren came to the house of Joseph, for he was yet there, and they fell before him on the ground. And Joseph said unto them, What deed is this that ye have done? Know ye not that such a man as I can certainly divine? And Judah said, What shall we say unto my Lord? What shall we speak? Or how shall we clear ourselves? Ha Elohim hath found out the iniquity of thy servants. Behold, we are my Lord's servants, both we and he also with whom the cup is found. And Joseph said, Far be it that I should do so, but the man in whose hand the cup is found, he shall be my servant. And as for you, get ye up in peace unto your father. Then Judah came near unto him and said, O my Lord, let thy servant, I pray thee, speak a word in the ears of my Lord. and let not thine anger burn against thy servant, for thou art even as Pharaoh. My lord asked his servant, saying, Have ye a father or a brother? And we said unto my lord, We have a father, an old man, and a child of his old age, a little one, and his brother is dead, and he alone is left of his mother, and his father loveth him. And thou saidst unto thy servant, Bring him down unto me, that I may set my eyes upon him. And we said unto my lord, The lad cannot leave his father, for if he should leave his father, would surely die. And thou sayest unto thy servants, Except your youngest brother come down with you, you shall see my face no more. And it came to pass, when we came up unto thy servant, my father, we told him the words of my lord. And our father said, Go again, and buy us a little food. And we said, We cannot go. If our youngest brother be not with us, then we will go down. For we may not see the face of that man, except our youngest brother be with us. And my father, thy servant, said unto us, Ye know that my wife bare me 2 sons, and the one went out from me. And I said, Surely he is torn in pieces, and I saw him not since. And if ye take this also from me, and mischief befall him, ye shall bring down my gray hairs with sorrow to the grave. And now, therefore, when I come to thy servant, my father, and the lad be not with us, seeing that his life is bound up in the lad's life, it shall come to pass, when he seeth that the lad is not with us, that he will die. And thy servant shall bring down the gray hairs of thy servant, our father, with sorrow to the grave. For thy servant became surety for the lad unto my father, saying, If I bring him not unto thee, then I shall bear the blame to my father forever. Now, therefore, I pray thee, let thy servant abide, instead of the lad, a bondman to my lord, and let the lad go up with his brethren. For how shall I go up to my father, and the lad be not with me, lest peradventure I see the evil that shall come on my father? And Joseph said unto him, Yea, and so it shall be, that thee and thy seed after shall serve me, and my seed for all days, until that day in the which I am shall come unto the earth, and free all bond between thy seed and my seed, that all shall be free. And so shall it be, that in the last days a remnant of thy seed and a remnant of my seed shall be profitable before Yahweh. And the brothers of Joseph marveled for these words he spoke in their own tongue, and not through the interpreter. And Judah spoke again, saying, What manner is this? And they saw that Joseph knew all that they had said from the beginning. And so it was that Joseph could not refrain himself any longer before they that stood by him. And Joseph commanded with a loud voice, Cause every man to go out from me. And so it was that Joseph was alone there in the room, and he made himself known unto his brethren. And so great were his tears, that even the Egyptians and the house of Pharaoh heard. And his brethren were afraid, for they understood not, and thought this man possessed by an evil spirit. And after some time had passed, Joseph spoke unto his brethren, saying, I am Joseph. Doth my father yet live? And his brethren could not answer, for they were troubled at his presence. And Joseph said unto his brethren, Come near to me, I pray you. And they came near. And he said, See that it is I, and that I am Joseph, your brother, whom ye sold. Now therefore be not grieved, nor angry with yourselves, that ye sold me hither, for Elohim did send me before you to preserve life. For these 2 years hath the famine been in the land, and yet there are 5 years in the which there shall neither be plowing nor harvest. And even as I did dream the dream, that ye would bow before me, so did Elohim send me before you to preserve you a posterity in the earth and to save your lives by a great deliverance. So now it was not you that sent me hither, but Ha Elohim, and he hath made me a father to Pharaoh and lord of all his house and a ruler throughout all the land of Egypt. Now make haste and go up to our father and say unto him, Thus saith thy son Joseph, Ha Elohim hath made me Lord of all Egypt. Come down unto me, tarry not. And thou shalt dwell in the land of Goshen, and thou shalt be near unto me, thou and thy children, and thy children's children, and thy flocks, and thy herds, and all that thou hast. And there will I nourish thee, for yet there are 5 years of famine, lest thou and thy household and all that thou hast come to poverty. And still the elder brothers of Joseph, that they had sold him, knew not what to think, and they stood astonished. And seeing this, Joseph spake again unto them, saying, Behold, your eyes see, and the eyes of my brethren Benjamin, that it is my mouth that speaketh unto you. And ye shall tell my father of all my glory in Egypt, and of all that ye have seen. And ye shall haste and bring down my father hither. And he fell upon the neck of his brother Benjamin and wept. And Benjamin wept upon his neck. And seeing that it was Joseph, their brother, and that he bore no malice towards them, they rejoiced. And Joseph kissed all his brethren and wept upon them. And after that his brother made arrangements with him. And it came to pass that Joseph sent his brethren back into the house of Jacob, their father, and they departed. And he said unto them, See that ye fall not out by the way. Chapter 15, the vision of Joseph and Asenath. And it came to pass that after the sons of Jacob had left their brother Joseph, that Joseph and his wife Asenath did make an offering before Yahweh at the altar of Yahweh there in the house of Joseph. And as the fire was burning the offering, that they should eat it, the angel of Yahweh appeared unto them, even standing in the fire. And Joseph cried out, thinking that he should die, even as he would be reunited with his father. And the angel of Yahweh spoke unto him, saying, Fear not, for thou hast been chosen from all thy brethren, and even from all the sons of man, which dwell here upon the earth. For through thy seed shall all nations be blessed with the fruit of the earth, and the wine shall even overflow, and the milk shall run off and spoil for that vastness of it. And Joseph and Asenath did bow, but the angel of Yahweh said, Arise, and lift up thy eyes. Behold the handiwork of Yahweh. And the eyes of Joseph and Asenath were opened unto the vision of Yahweh, and they did see many great and marvelous things. And Joseph said, What is the meaning of this? It is great to behold and marvelous in my eyes. And the angel of Yahweh said unto them, These are lands upon which thy seed shall dwell. For the land upon which thou dwellest, and the land which the famine is upon, is but one part of the creation that is the earth. And behold, ye see that there are lands without number, stars without number, and worlds without number. And this is the work and glory of Ha Elohim, to grant unto the very children of Elohim all that which was theirs from the beginning, yea, even all that Yahweh Elohim doth possess. And Asenath spoke, saying, How great and mighty is Yahweh! For Yahweh is all knowledge, and all wisdom, and all mercy, and all strength. For I should never have known that this should be. And Joseph and Asenath fell down and worshipped Yahweh. And the angel of Yahweh spoke again, saying, Joseph and Asenath, if ye art faithful to Yahweh all the days of your life, and shall walk in circumcision before my face, ye shall be lifted up even to the throne of Ha Elohim, and made master workers of all wisdom, yea, even in the hidden wisdom of Yahweh. and together ye shall inherit the glory of Yahweh, even all thy seed that shall remain faithful. And in this ye shall find great joy, for Yahweh delights to give his children the works of his hands. And sitting upon the throne of Ha Elohim, ye shall be the very sons and daughters of Elohim, even as thy fathers and mothers, Abraham and Sarah, and Isaac and Rebekah. And Yahweh Elohim shall be thy father forever and ever. For Yahweh casts the proud to the dust and exalts the humble. And in the last days, the power of the wicked shall be completely destroyed by the faith of a remnant of thy seed. For Yahweh delights in the throne of the faithful. And the angels of Yahweh said, Look. And when Joseph and Asenath had looked up, they beheld a great multitude, which had the appearance of the Son of Man. And they beheld that these did shine like the sun, and every one of them had a crown of gold upon their heads. And these were singing and praising Yahweh around his glorious throne. And there was one in the midst of the throne, which had his name written on him, which was Haniel. And the angel of Yahweh said unto Joseph and Asenath, Thus saith Yahweh Elohim, Joseph, my son, Asenath, my daughter, these are they who glorify my name, and they shall be my sons and daughters forever. And when thy seed and all the seed of Jacob shall be laid low in the land, Haniel shall come in the flesh to deliver all the seed of Jacob, even all they that shall believe in Yahweh. And his name shall be Moses, for he shall draw my people from out of this land, even by my mercy shall he do this thing. And it shall be the Zadok Yakid of that generation, and shall declare my Torah, and make Israel once again my covenant people. And they looked again and saw another in the midst of them, and beheld that his luster was above that of the sun of noonday, and he carried with him the breath of life, giving this light unto all they that should partake. And they saw that the seed of Israel would spit on him and curse him, and did hang him from a tree that he died. And they saw too that this one was Yakid Adad, even the very anointed one, the Messiah. And the angel of Yahweh spoke unto them, saying, And when he shall rise up on the third day, ye too shall rise from the dust, and take up your inheritances with thy fathers and thy mothers forever. And the angel of Yahweh said, Look. And Joseph and Asenath looked again, and they beheld another one in the midst of the throne, which had his name written on him, which was Ariel. And the angel of Yahweh said unto Joseph and Asenath, Behold, the descendant of thy seed, and in the last days he shall be born in the flesh, and shall be the Zadok Yakad of that generation. And he shall be a restorer of the things of Yahweh, and shall begin the task of that generation to make all as at first, and to make ready for the coming of Yahweh for the second time. And many other things were shown them, but these things are not to be written. Yet they may be seen by all those worthy of the vision, being called by El Elyon and ordained in the mysteries of Yahweh. Chapter 16, the vision of Jacob. And it came to pass that after the brothers of Joseph went up out of Egypt, that they did come into the land of Canaan unto their father Jacob. And these sons of Jacob spoke unto him, saying, Joseph is yet alive, and he is governor over all the land of Egypt. And Jacob's heart fainted, and he believed them not. And Judah and Levi took him out of the house, saying, Behold, the fame thereof was heard even unto the house of Pharaoh, saying, The brethren of Joseph are come. And it pleased Pharaoh well he and his servants. And Pharaoh said unto thy son Joseph, say unto thy brethren, this do ye, lade your beast, and go, get ye unto the land of Canaan, and take your father and your households, and come unto me, and I will give you the good of the land of Egypt, and ye shall eat the fat of the land. Therefore, see that we are commanded. And this we shall do, take our wagons to get our little ones and our wives and all of our households, and bring thee and thy household, and come unto Egypt and live. And these words did Pharaoh say unto us, regard not that which ye have, for the good of all the land of Egypt is yours. And thus we have returned unto thee according to the commandment of Pharaoh. And look and see that thy son Joseph gave us provision for the way. And behold, to all of us he gave each man changes of clothing. But to thy son Benjamin he gave 300 shekels and 5 changes of clothing. And see that unto thee thy son Joseph hath sent thee after this manner 10 asses laden with the good things of Egypt, and 10 she-asses laden with corn and bread and meat for thee, his father, by the way. And after they told him all the words of Joseph, which he had said unto them, and saw the wagons which Joseph had sent to carry him, the spirit of Jacob their father was revived. And Jacob said, it is enough. Joseph, my son, is yet alive. I will go and see him before I die. And it came to pass that Jacob took his journey with all that he had, and came to Beersheba, and offered sacrifices unto Elohim of his father Isaac. And there Yahweh spoke unto Jacob in the visions of the night, and said, Jacob, Jacob. And Jacob said, here am I, Elohim of thy father, and thou, Jacob, art Israel, for this new name did I give unto thee. And I say unto thee, fear not to go down into Egypt, for I will there make of thee a great nation, and I will go down with thee into Egypt, and I will also surely bring thee up again, and Joseph's own hands shall rest thy eyes. My mercy is upon thee, and upon thy seed, and all thy household. But after a time the Egyptians shall worry of thy seed, and these shall begin to forget me, and they shall see Lilith and Cain as nonsense, and begin to wander off after works made by the hands of men in the flesh. But have faith, for thy seed shall be made free, and I shall send thy son Levi to free them. And like thy son Joseph, he shall be a prince, but then he shall fall, only to rise again a king. Therefore I say, go thee into Egypt, and fear not, for thou evil doth lurk there, so too doth life. And thy seed must live among the Egyptians, that they might live. And thy seed must live, that all the world might see my face and live. And in thy seed shall they be made free, by the hand of thy son Judah, in whose line shall I be born unto the world, and make the clay of my creation my flesh. Therefore again I say unto thee, get thee in thy house unto Egypt, and fear not, for I am with thee. Yea, get thee in thy house unto Egypt, that thy seed shall live. This is my will, and my works shall be done, and my word shall be hearkened unto and obeyed. And it came to pass that when Jacob heard this, he arose and took those of his house and went on their way. Chapter 17. Jacob in Egypt. And it came to pass that Jacob rose up with Beersheba, and the sons of Jacob carried Jacob, their father, and their little ones, and their wives, in the wagons of Pharaoh had sent to carry them. And they took their cattle and their goods, which they had gotten in the land of Canaan, and came into Egypt, Jacob and all his seed with him, his sons and his sons' sons with him, his daughters and his sons' daughters, and all his seed, brought he with him into Egypt. And these are the names of the children of Israel, which came into Egypt: Jacob and his sons, Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, and the sons of Reuben, Hanok and Phula and Hezron and Carmi, the sons of Simeon, Jemuel and Jamin and Ohad and Jachin and Zohar and Shul, the son of a Canaanite woman. And the sons of Levi, Gershon, Kohath, and Merari, and the sons of Judah, and Onan and Shelah and Pharez and Zerah, but and Onan died in the land of Canaan. And the sons of Pharez were Hezron and Hamuel. And the sons of Issachar, Tola and Puvah and Job and Shimron. And the sons of Zebulun, Zered and Elon and Jaleel. These be the sons of Leah, which she bore unto Jacob in Padanaram, and his daughter Dinah. All the souls of his sons and his daughters were 33. And the sons of Gad, Ziphion and Hagi, Shuni, Ezbon, Eri, and Arodi, and Areli. And the sons of Asher, Jimnah, and Ishua, and Izwi, and Beriah, and Sarah, their sister, and the sons of Beriah, Heber, and Malchiel. These are the sons of Zilpah, whom Laban gave to Leah, and his daughter, and these she bare unto Jacob, even 16 souls. The sons of Rachel, the wife of Jacob's wife, Joseph and Benjamin. And unto Joseph in the land of Egypt were born Manasseh and Ephraim, which Asenath, the daughter of Potipherah, priest of On, bare unto him. And the sons of Benjamin were Bela and Becher, and Ashbel, Gera, and Naaman, Ehi, and Rosh, Muppin, and Huppim, and Ard. These are the sons of Rachel, which were born to Jacob. All the souls were 14. And the sons of Dan, Husham, and the sons of Naphtali, Jazeel, and Guni, and Jezer, and Shalem. These are the sons of Bilhah, which Laban gave unto Rachel, his daughter, and she bare these unto Jacob. All the souls were 7. All the souls that came with Jacob into Egypt, which came out of his loins, besides Jacob's sons' wives, all the souls were 66. And the sons of Joseph, which were born him in Egypt, were 2 souls. All the souls of the house of Jacob, which came into Egypt, were 70. And they brought with them all their servants and the children of their servants, and all of these were counted as Israel, and these are not numbered. And Jacob sent Judah for him unto Joseph to direct his face unto Goshen. And they came into the land of Goshen. And Joseph made ready his chariot and went up to meet Israel, his father, to Goshen, and presented himself unto him. And he fell on his neck and wept, while on his neck a good while. And Jacob said unto Joseph, Now let me die, since I have seen thy face, because thou art yet alive. Chapter 18. Israel before Pharaoh. And it came to pass that Joseph said unto his brethren and unto the house of his father, I will go up and show Pharaoh, and say unto him, My brethren and my father's house, which were in the land of Canaan, are come unto me. And the men are shepherds, for their trade hath been to feed cattle, and they have brought their flocks and their herds, and all that they have. And it shall come to pass, when Pharaoh shall call you, and shall say, What is your occupation? That ye shall say, Thy servant's trade hath been about livestock from our youth, even until now, both we and also our fathers, that ye may dwell in the land of Goshen. For every shepherd is an abomination unto the Egyptians. Then it came to pass that Joseph came and told Pharaoh and said, My father and my brethren and their flocks and their herds and all that they have are come out of the land of Canaan, and behold, they are in the land of Goshen. And it came to pass that he took some of his brethren, even 5 men, and presented them unto Pharaoh. And Pharaoh said unto his brethren, What is your occupation? And they said unto Pharaoh, Thy servants are shepherds, both we and also our fathers. They said, moreover, unto Pharaoh, For to sojourn in the land we are come, for thy servants have no pasture for their flocks, but the famine is sore in the land of Canaan. Now therefore, we pray thee, let thy servants dwell in the land of Goshen. And Pharaoh spake unto Joseph, saying, Thy father and thy brethren are come unto thee. The land of Egypt is before thee. In the best of the land make thy father dwell, and brethren to dwell. In the land of Goshen let them dwell. And if thou knowest any men of activity among them, then make them rulers over my livestock. And Joseph brought in Jacob his father, and set him before Pharaoh. And Jacob, being a high priest unto Elyon, did bless Pharaoh. And Pharaoh said unto Jacob, How old art thou? And Jacob said unto Pharaoh, The days of the years of my pilgrimage are 87 years. Few and evil have the days of the years of my life been, and have not attained unto the days of the years of the life of my fathers in the days of their pilgrimage. And Jacob kneeled before Pharaoh, and went out from before Pharaoh. And it came to pass that Joseph placed his father and his brethren, and gave them a possession in the land of Egypt, in the best of the land, in the land of Ramses, as Pharaoh had commanded. And Joseph nourished his father and his brethren, and all his household with bread, according to their wants, according to their families. And Israel dwelt in the land of Egypt, in the country of Goshen. And they had possessions therein, and grew, and multiplied exceedingly. Chapter 19. Manasseh and Ephraim. And it came to pass that the time drew nigh that Jacob must die. And he called his sons together, and said unto them, If now I have found grace in thy sight, put, I pray thee, thy hand under my thigh, and deal kindly and truly with me. Bury me not, I pray thee, in Egypt, but I will lie with my fathers. And thou shalt carry me out of Egypt, and bury me in their burying place. And Joseph answered him, saying, I will do as thou hast said. And Jacob said, Swear unto me. And Jacob swore unto him. And Jacob bowed himself upon the bed's head for the relief of it. Oh, that's a way of making an oath, apparently. And it came to pass after these things that it was told Joseph, saying, Behold, thy father is sick. And Joseph went unto his father Jacob, and he took with him his 2 sons, Manasseh and Ephraim. And these, Manasseh and Ephraim, had Joseph and Asenath raised in the knowledge of Yahweh, and they had grown up in the ways and the instruction of Yahweh Elohim. And behold, they did not deviate from the way which their father and mother had taught, neither to the right nor to the left. And Yahweh was with them. And it came to pass that it was told Jacob, Look, and behold, thy son Joseph cometh unto thee, he and his sons. And Jacob strengthened himself, and sat upon his bed. And Jacob said unto Joseph, Elohim Shaddai appeared unto me at Luz in the land of Canaan, and blessed me. And said unto me, Behold, I will make thee fruitful, and multiply thee, said Yahweh, and I will make of thee a multitude of people, and will give this land to thy seed after thee for an everlasting possession. And now of thy 2 sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, which were born unto thee in the land of Egypt, before I came unto Egypt, behold, they are mine. And the Elohim of my fathers shall bless them, even as Reuben and Simeon, they shall be blessed, for they are mine. Wherefore, they shall be called after my name. And it came to pass that after this time were Manasseh and Ephraim called Israel. And thy issue, which thou begettest after them, shall be thine, and shall be called after the name of their brethren in their inheritance in the tribes. Therefore, they were called the tribes of Manasseh and of Ephraim. And Jacob said unto Joseph, when the Elohim of thy fathers appeared unto me in Luz in the land of Canaan, he swore unto me that he would give unto me and unto my seed the land for an everlasting possession. Therefore, O my son, Elyon hath blessed me in raising thee up to be a servant unto me, in saving my house from death, in delivering my people, thy brethren, from famine, which was sore in the land. Wherefore, the Elohim of thy fathers shall bless thee, and the fruit of thy loins, that they shall be blessed above thy brethren and above thy father's house. For thou hast prevailed, and the house of thy father hath bowed down unto thee, even as it was shown unto thee before thou wast sold by the hands of thy brethren, that thou should be found here in the land of Egypt. Wherefore thy brethren shall bow down unto thee from generation to generation, unto the fruit of thy loins forever. For thou shalt be a light unto my people, to deliver them in the days of their captivity from bondage, and to bring salvation unto them when they are altogether bowed down under sin. And therefore, as for me, when I came from Paddan, Rachel died by me in the land of Canaan, in the way which we were yet but a little way to come unto Ephraim. And I buried her there in the way of Ephraim. The same is called Bethlehem. And Jacob beheld the sons of Joseph and said, who are these? And Joseph said unto his father, these are my sons, whom Elohim hath given me in this land. And Jacob said, bring them, I pray thee, unto me, and I will bless them. And the eyes of Jacob were dim for age, and from years of weeping bitterly for the loss of his son, Joseph, so that he could not see well. And Joseph brought them near unto him, and Jacob kissed them and embraced them. And Jacob said unto Joseph, I had not thought to see thy face, and lo, Elohim hath showed me also thy seed. And it came to pass that when Joseph had brought Manasseh and Ephraim out from before their father Jacob, Joseph bowed himself with his face to the earth. And Joseph took them both, Ephraim in his right hand, toward the left side of Jacob, and Manasseh in his left hand toward the right side of Jacob, and brought them near unto him. And Jacob stretched out his right hand, and laid it upon the head of Ephraim, who was the younger, and his left hand upon the head of Manasseh, crossing his hands, for Manasseh was the firstborn. And Jacob blessed Joseph, and said, Ha Elohim, before whom my fathers Abraham and Isaac did walk, Ha Elohim, which fed me all my life, long unto this day, Yahweh, which redeemed me from all evil, bless the lads, and let my name be named on them, and the name of my fathers Abraham and Isaac, and let them grow into a multitude in the midst of the earth. And when Joseph saw that his father laid his right hand upon the head of Ephraim, it displeased him, and he held up his father's hand to remove it from Ephraim's head unto Manasseh's head. And Joseph said unto his father, Not so, my father, for this is the firstborn. Put thy right hand upon his head. And his father Jacob refused, and said, This I know, my son, I know it. And it shall even be as it was with me and my brother Esau. Manasseh also shall become a people, and he also shall be great. But truly his younger brother shall be greater than he, and his seed shall become a multitude of nations. And Jacob blessed them that day, saying, In thee shall Israel be blessed, saying, God make thee as Ephraim and as Manasseh. And so it was that Jacob set Ephraim before Manasseh. And it came to pass that Jacob said unto Joseph, Behold, I die, but Elohim shall be with you, and bring you again unto the land of your fathers. Moreover, I have given to thee one portion above thy brethren, which I took out of the hand of the Amorite with my sword and with my bow. And it came to pass that Joseph and his sons took leave of their father Jacob, and Joseph wept privately that only his sons Manasseh and Ephraim should know. Chapter 20. The vision of Israel. And it came to pass that when the angel of Yahweh came unto Jacob, saying, Fear not, Jacob, for I am he who hath been with thee from thy youth, and it is I that named thee and thy people Israel. Now therefore be thee not troubled, for thou hast been a faithful servant unto Yahweh, and behold, thou hast seen thy son Joseph once more. And then the angel of Yahweh took Jacob and showed unto him all the works of the Creator. And Jacob spoke in amazement, saying, Surely Yahweh is El Elyon, the Creator, the very King of all creation. And who am I? And who is my father Isaac and my father Abraham, that Elohim should choose these and our seed from among all people and raise us above all tongues? Who are we that should bear these blessings and these burdens? For we were in the midst of the great famine, but Yahweh Elohim did prepare a way to save our seed from death. And yet we shall dwell here in peace but a short time. Yahweh has prepared a way and shown unto me that my seed shall be taken away from these and brought back unto the land promised us. O Israel, my seed, forget not Yahweh thy Elohim, that for I have seen that we have given a heritage. At least we shall forget, O Israel, the very Elohim that hath made a way for our escape from Egypt back into our lands, promised us by our Elohim. Yahweh watched over us still. For once we live in the land of the sons of man, lest we forget that we are the children of Elohim, Yahweh shall send us a witness, and in that day we shall remember Yahweh, and we shall journey through the trials with Yahweh to lead us, and Yahweh shall watch over us wherever we shall go, and light our way in the darkness, and should be kept our covenants with Yahweh Elohim, the more we shall be blessed. And if we keep them not, Yahweh will weep over us and still prepare a way for us, that we should see the light in the darkness, should we desire to return home. And Jacob wept greatly for the sake of his seed. And the angel of Yahweh spake unto Jacob, saying, Israel, fear not, for Yahweh did not send thy seed unto death, but unto life. Therefore take courage and warn thy sons. Let them know to remember Yahweh always, that thy seed might bring forth the final act of creation. And Jacob gained strength in Yahweh, and his heart was full, and he praised to Elohim. For though his eyes were blinded, in Yahweh he had seen and lived. Thank you so much for joining me today on Prophets of Babel.